About 2 months ago, I posted this YouTube short that has now gotten over 6 million views. I showed you playing cards ranging from $5, $13, $25, $50, $100, and $200. But we didn't get to look at them very long, so I'm gonna go in depth for each deck. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so here are all 6 of the decks, from $5 all the way up to $200. First up, we have the Bicycle playing cards. These are the $5 standard deck of cards. Simple, affordable, but they handle great. You can buy these practically anywhere, at a convenience store, online, at Walmart. They're gonna be everywhere. They're a classic. You've seen them, you know them. And if you're getting into card shuffling, this is a really great deck to start with. You can't go wrong with them. They're classic for a reason. So if you want to check them out, I actually have a link to recommended cards down below in the description. So if you're looking for recommendations, definitely check it out. Right now we have the Star Wars Year of the Dark Side playing cards by Theory 11. Theory 11 makes a bunch of sick decks that I've posted with before, and I absolutely love how these look. For 13 bucks, this is a steal. Pretty much all of their decks look like this, highly detailed with foil and embossing on the outside, a custom seal at the top. Now let's check out the cards. We have that customized back design that looks great, incorporating a bunch of different elements of the dark side. Then we have custom face cards, still easy to read, but then on the Jack, Queens, and Kings, we have characters from Star Wars. Sick custom Ace of Spades here. We have the Emperor himself, Darth Maul, Jabba the Hutt on a Joker, General Grievous, and a bunch of other awesome characters. These handle great too. They're printed with bicycle cards, so they're gonna feel amazing and last you quite a long time. I really enjoy them a lot. I'm a big Star Wars fan, so this deck is perfect, and overall it's just really fun. If you guys have not checked out Theory 11 before, I will be putting the link in the description, so you definitely have to check them out. There's also a bunch of recommended cards from there on my Amazon storefront. Next up, we have the $25 deck, the Virtuoso Moments. This is the Sea Glass edition, I believe. So this is sick looking. Virtuoso has made a bunch of different decks that are awesome. They basically started cardistry cards, so they are very well known, and they've been making a lot more decks recently, which is super fun. They got some ad cards in here that actually, if we hold it up like this, see that? That's the back design. Isn't that sick? The back design is very colorful, no border, very much so meant for cardistry, and the faces also contribute to that because they don't have any face cards. They're a little bit different with different pips here, but they don't have numbers, they don't have jacks, queens, and kings. You can't play card games with this. This is solely meant for cardistry. And I really like the Virtuoso decks. The only thing I don't like is that they are pretty thin compared to other decks that I use. So not my favorite in that sense, that there could be, you know, a couple more cards in there, or just the thickness of it, it throws me off a bit, but very high quality, feel great. And I believe you can actually get these cards for $15 on their site, but I thought I saw some resellers selling these cards for $20 to $25. But regardless, if you go check them out on their site, these should be about 15 bucks. I'll put a link in the description to where you can buy these cards, and any of the ones you see here, there is a link for some of them, because when we get to these ones, they're gonna be on eBay and a little bit more expensive. Next, we have the Black Panther playing cards by Card Mafia. Card Mafia makes so many cool superhero decks. I've shown you guys a lot of them. I'll probably continue to show you more, but this one opens just like so, and the lights light up here. This is so sick. I absolutely love it. There's foil and embossing all over it. So these did cost $45 when they were available on Card Mafia's site. Now they are sold out. You should be able to get them on some resellers around the same price. So hold me on that though, they might be a little bit more expensive. But we see the purple foil right at the bottom here too, and we pull this open, and there we go, we have the cards. And I honestly really like the back design. I'm not a big fan of black borders, just because if they get dinged on the side, you can see it a bit more, but I really like this with the purple. And then we have the custom face cards. Again, these are very much so still readable for card games and stuff, but the jacks, queens, and kings, we have custom characters from the Avengers and from Black Panther. Super cool stuff here. Got Doctor Strange, we have the Hulk, we have Black Panther himself, and all over is the white, the purple, and the black colorway. Looks really good. I'm not sure who they printed with on these ones. I don't think it's Bicycle, but they still feel really good. And you can do cardistry, magic, or play some card games with these. They're gonna feel good. If I find a link to some of these, I'll put them in the description. Next up, we have the Luna Moon playing cards. These are by Bocapo. Now this company, and Kevin Yu, who is the guy behind Card Mafia, made these decks before Card Mafia was a thing. So that's really cool. And these cards, as you can see, have some crazy good gold foil and details. but they pop open here and boom. Look at that. That is beautiful. I absolutely love this. You can see this design in some of the Card Mafia decks for the superhero cards, and they light up as well. But this was the original. Before that, there was this. Now, I'm not sure how much these cost before they were sold out and were put on eBay, but I see some on eBay that cost 150 bucks, maybe 70 bucks. You can get them in a bundle with other edition decks that cost 150, 200, 250. So it depends on where you look, but I'm gonna put these around 100 bucks. I did not get these for 100 bucks. I got a bundle and a steal, an absolute steal. So I'm very happy about that. But putting these at 100, I think is fair. Again, this is what it costs reselling value. Originally, I think it was probably between $30 and $45. So when I made the $5 to $200 video, I was going off of prices that you can get these decks at now, that are available, and prices that are reselling prices. So we have this card here that kind of goes in the front, so it looks nice on the box, and then we have the back design. Absolutely love the purple in this. This looks so cool, especially when you fan it out. Look at that. That is awesome. I really enjoy this back design. I really enjoy this deck because look at the faces here. We have this going all around. Just really, really well designed. I enjoyed a lot. We have very readable faces and custom cards, custom colorways, custom designed here. It's looking somewhat standard, but obviously customized. And these feel phenomenal. Yeah, those are the Luna Moon playing cards. I really enjoy them. They have a couple other editions that I've also showed. Maybe I'll do a video showing all of them. Same with Black Panther ones. If I can find somewhere that's selling these, I'll put a link in the description. It'll probably be eBay. All right, let's check out the $200, the United playing cards. The United playing cards, which are made by Cardamundi, made in Belgium. These were sold in 2020 with another deck of cards that looks like this that I did not get. However, these I didn't even get in 2020. I actually got them in 2023. So I went to Cardtopia and they were selling these for $15. Now, I kid you not, these go for about $200 on eBay. They usually come in a pair with the other deck here, but I did not get that. I ended up getting a couple of these. I think I have one more sealed, but I think they look sick. Do I think they're $200 worth? Absolutely not. Do I think they're 15? Of course. The gold foil and the blue foil and a little bit of embossing you can feel there just makes it look like this very elegant deck, and it really is. We got custom inside with more blue foil. Check out the inside of that tuck box. Very cool, looks like a map. And then we have the back design, which is more foil, and the cards themselves. I don't like how thin these are, but other than that, they're very nice. They're very soft, very easy on the hands, and I think they look great. And the faces are super fun because look at that foil, look at that shine. On the diamonds and the hearts, they have that kind of bronze, orange, gold foil. They don't have it on the blue, but they still incorporate it on some of the blue jacks, queens, and kings, which is super, super cool. So yeah, these cards are definitely not worth $200 in my opinion, but they are worth $200 for some people, just not me. So I put the price tag as that on the video because that's actually what they go for. You can be at some conventions and get them for a better price though, so remember that. But they feel nice, they look cool, and I'll be sure to leave a link in the description for you guys. If you want them, eBay is probably gonna be the best spot, or head to Cardtopia next year, see if they have them. I went this year and they did not have them, so I think it was a re-release. Those are our decks from the viral video. Let me know which one's your favorite. So those are the decks. Let me know down below in the comments which one your favorite is, and I'll be sure to leave links to where you can buy these playing cards, whether that's on eBay or directly from the company's site. And I'll also put my Amazon storefront for my playing card recommendations down below as well. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next video.